for tuning in.
Hey everybody, what's up? What's up? What's up? Hi y'all. I'm just waiting for a few more people to come in. Today is the broadcast of our special event that we had at the end of May. It was the live audience event of the Can We Talk podcast with special guest Papa Keith. And so for everybody who couldn't make it, I wanted to make sure that we actually live streamed it so you could see the conversation and got to see a little bit of the event. So that's what we're doing today. And all of this was a kickoff event for our crowdfunding campaign that we're having. And so we'll have some information on the screen soon to show you guys how to donate, how to support us. But I wanted to have this conversation with Papa Keith so that you guys could learn more about Hilo News, my mission, and what we're doing. So you guys get to see a little bit about me and actually see me on the other side of the conversation being interviewed by one of my very best friends, Papa Keith. And it was at Puro Bar and Lounge. And so before we actually get started too, I do want to give a huge shout out and major thank you to our sponsors of the event. Bo Does Catering, she provided the food. All Like Minds Media by Munch, James Mungeon, he provided a sponsorship for the production part of our event. Lashbox by DR, she provided me with lashes for the event and also some support, some other support. Puro Bar and Lounge was our venue sponsor. So huge thank you to Papa Keith because that is his venue. And so huge thank you to him for allowing us to have the event. And then also Harris Public Relations, founded by Yvette Harris. She helped us get press and placement for our event before the event happened. And she did that, just came in without even asking. So thank you to all our caterers. Also, Bo Does, I wanted to say the founder's name, Taisha Hall, who's the founder of Bo Does. She came in and did the catering for us to sponsor that. So huge, huge, huge thank you to all of our sponsors who helped to make our event possible. And so when we were at the event, our attendees got to see our pitch video. So I'm going to show that to you guys right now so you have some context about what we're discussing as well during our interview, because we do make mention to it. And also too, just want y'all to see the pitch video. It's pretty cool, so check it out.
And the winner, the best hyperlocal news company of the year, Hilo News.
Yeah. What's good, Miami? Carol City in the building. 305 till I die. What's up, Source Awards? People, if you tired of the mainstream media always covering negative news, never caring about our issues, always coming to the hood when there's something negative going on, but never showing the positive things that we do in our community. If you tired of all that mess, well, come to Hilo. All jokes aside, in all seriousness, here at Hilo News, we aim to be a trusted Black-owned media company here in South Florida that you know will respect the culture, that will share stories from our perspective, and will share stories from the Black community that you know you won't see anywhere else. So let me give you a little background about Hilo News. We began in 2015 as a Facebook-based blog. But I had the idea to start a media company way when I was in college and when I was a beat reporter for local newspapers. When I was in the community and I was going out to get stories and to report on what was going on, people in the community didn't trust me. And I thought that was crazy because I'm Black and I'm from Carol City. I'm from Miami. So I'm like, why don't you trust me? But the disconnect is that I was working for white-owned media. And so just by affiliation, they didn't trust me. And that was understandable because growing up, that's what it was for me. My mom and my grandma used to say, don't trust the news, don't talk to them. You know, they only come around the hood when there's something negative going on. And so this is the perception and the relationship that the Black community in South Florida has had with mainstream media. And rightfully so, because that was the truth. And so I understood that there is a need in our community to create a space where the culture was respected, that there was a full showing of our humanity, that it wasn't only going to be stories when there was something negative going on. And for me, I realized there was a space in the market to create a platform where Black people were celebrated, where our culture was put on the spotlight and respected, where we showed things that were going on in our community that may not be the best, but we give it context, but also share those positive things. You know, like if Northwestern win a football championship, like back to back, like they have done, share that story. Or when Lorna's launches a new happy hour, share that story. Or the countless things that happen in the Black communities in South Florida, share those stories. And when I discovered that there was a need in the market, I also saw I wanted to take that a step further and create a space for millennials. I realized that with traditional media and even legacy Black-owned media, there wasn't a lot of people who were speaking to the millennials, who wanted to cover stories for us and by us. You know, sometimes it's kind of stiff, but millennials, we like our news to be a little casual. We like it to be fun. We want the information, but we want the fun stuff too. And that's what Hilo News is best at. We mix in the fun celebrity news, but we also have those hard-hitting political stories as well. We're telling you things that are going on in your community and with your government, but we also let you know what event is going on. We're the best of both worlds, and we're a perfect place for millennials looking for local news. Hilo News began as a solo project, but now we have 5 team members and multiple freelancers and growing. And this is just the beginning, but I want to tell you a little bit about the amazing women, all Black women, who have come on to help me grow Hilo News because they believe in what I'm doing. I have a reporter that covers hard news and political news. I have a reporter that covers entertainment and celebrity news and a little bit of gossip because, you know, we got to mix the medicine in with the candy. We're millennials. And also I have a marketing rep who's come on to help me grow and expand. And I also have a business administration and operations manager as well. So right now we're in a position for growth. We just need your support. The future for Hilo News to me is bright. We don't plan to just stay here in the South Florida market. We want to expand to every place that there's a need for hyperlocal news for Black and brown millennials. We have our sites on the Tampa Bay area, Jacksonville, Atlanta, Detroit, Portland, and any other place that has a need. We'll do our due diligence and expand to those markets because for us, this is bigger than South Florida. We know that there's a need across the country for local news for millennials. You've seen a little bit of my personality. You learned more about Hilo News, why we began, how we began. You learned about our team members, our growth, and our vision. But let me tell you a little bit more about how we want to move forward. I want to create a whole new user experience for our audience and improve our technology. By doing so, that'll improve the speed of our website. And I want to create a subscription-based model, but something that's a little bit different from what you've seen before. I want us to highlight and work with local Black-owned businesses where our members will get rewards and discounts for shopping local. For us, our mission and our vision is all about hyper-local and the Black community. And we figured out a way where we can do those things and also support local journalism because it's so important. So today we're asking you to support our mission. And thank you so much for y'all's support for the last 7 years. Y'all have been liking, commenting, engaging in debates, coming on as guests, giving us story ideas, and it has been the greatest gift to me and my team. And I am so grateful to have your support as I continue to build the Hilo News that I envision and that you deserve. As always, I appreciate y'all for rocking with us for all these years. I love y'all for real. In appreciation for your generous donation, you'll receive some of our cool merch. That includes our Hilo News branded t-shirts, our Hilo News branded beach towel and hand fan, and a special treat from our collaboration with the Crib Clothing. You'll get one of their t-shirts or their cool hats. Thank you, as always, for rocking with us. Thank you guys for watching our pitch video. And without further ado, here is the production, the conversation with me and Papa Keith at Puro Bar and Lounge in Wynwood in front of our live audience. Enjoy.
I've been getting paid $1,000 a month, if not more, just from this app on my phone. And
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Puro Bar Lounge. My name is Papa Keith, and I will be hosting this live podcast with you guys in the building. I'm really excited about it, and I'm really excited to be a part of this amazing situation that Janey has going on right now with Hilo. Just a little background on Janey and myself. When I woke up, when I got woke, I guess that's the popular term now, and I decided I wanted to do more for the community here in South Florida. I quickly connected with Janey, and she took me around, introduced me to all the major players, all the people who were putting in work on the ground level, and she really got me acclimated. That's strongly the reason why I have my organization today, PK for PM, and I'm able to do all the amazing work in the community for the past 7 years. So thank you so much, Janey. I appreciate you. And you can understand why this is so special for me to see and be a part of your jumping off and taking Hilo to another level. You know what I mean? Um, Now it's time to get started. Again, big up to all the sponsors. Thank you for everyone who came out here to enjoy this special moment with Janey and all those who are ready to open up their pocketbooks and purses or cash apps or however we could get this crowdfunding going. We appreciate that as well. So without further ado, I'd like to bring Janey on stage.
That was a welcome. Thank you, PK.
You know, we try. Watch your leg. You would bring your drink on stage. Could somebody hold us, Lexi?
That's what the people do now.
You don't need it. All you need is your fan. A lady what? Okay. That's what's up. Vodka then, right?
Yeah, that's what I should have did.
Yeah, vodka. Yeah.
I'm from Carroll City, so you know how. Sometimes I forget.
So first I'd like to start off by asking you, what is high-low? And you know, funny enough, I'm not gonna say it, but towards watching that video, I figured it out. But I was always curious of what high-low really meant, you know? So could you explain what high-low is?
Yeah, actually, somebody told me it was a corner store in Carroll City called Hilo at one point. I was like, no, it's not named after that. It's actually short for hyper local, and it's a term that I learned when I was in college. And I was like, oh, like it's a hyper focus on like certain areas, or it could be even be a group of people. But for me, it's about Black South Florida. So for us, it's about hyper local Black South Florida.
Sounds great. I figured it out in the video, but thank you for explaining it. So the next question I have for you is, we work together at iHeartMedia, and we know the struggles for working for these big companies and stuff like that. And so I want to talk to you about entrepreneurship. What does it mean to you, and how has that process been with Hilo?
Man, it's been tough, but it's been rewarding and it's been exciting. And for me, I think I was working with you at iHeart, I was at a crossroads. I was like, I actually enjoyed the job and I liked it, and I was decent at it. So it wasn't like they kicked me out the door, but I saw what I was doing for them, and part of going to iHeart was to learn the business of media sales and how to do that, because I know content from being a journalist, but I didn't know how to make the money. And then one day I was just like, I just real, real shit. Sorry, mommy. I was like, I'm never gonna be this young and single and childless. I should take the risk. I had this vision when I was in college, and it was coming together when I was at iHeart. And I was like, okay, I have these skills. Let me take this risk. And for me, entrepreneurship has been freedom. It's been self-evaluation, self-growth. And it's something that I wouldn't trade for the world. Like for me, I feel like I'm truly walking in my vision and my purpose. It's not easy. I think, I'm learning every day. But for me, I think I'm so passionate, and I believe in our community so much. And especially Black people. Black people are so beautiful to me. All across the diaspora, like whatever language you speak, whatever skin tone, like just Black people are so beautiful, and everybody has a story to tell for me. And so that's so important to me. And I was like, also too, working in white media, you realize that the power structure doesn't look like us. And so, even if you rise in the ranks, you don't own it. And so for me, I was like, ownership is important. That way I can control the narrative. A lot of PR reps send me press releases and stories, things that they may not be able to get placement. They're going to get placement on Hilo News. And I want people to know that, like, we are about telling and sharing the full humanity of the Black experience. So for me, this is like, it's entrepreneurship, but it's also too like purpose driven for me.
Talk about the transformation too, because a lot of people talk about being entrepreneurs, and you see since the pandemic, it's turned over a lot of entrepreneurs. People have decided to believe in themselves, which is great, but it's a different dynamics. There's like some, depending on what you're doing and what you're going after, there's no days off, there's no punching in and out, and there's no, I'm done at 5 o'clock. Could you talk about the process and what about the process that you like and you don't like?
We'll start with the like. What I like about the process is, for me, having the limitless opportunity to go after stories that I want to go after, to tell them in the way that I want to tell them. Like, even, I don't know if you guys saw in the video, like the way I put my headline, "Everybody Eats B." It was about the Northwestern store going to the state championship. And so that's not a headline that I could do at the Miami Herald. Like, you won't even get that paid in full reference. So for me, it's being able to like have these cultural references, even with me putting that joke into the pitch video about the Source Awards and the Suge Knight, he's like, come to death row, like those type of things I get to have fun with. I get to be creative. And that's what I really, really love about what I do. And also too, building something that could be legacy, that could be in my family. And then also too, that can make a difference in my community. So for me, that's what I really, really love about it. I would say what I dislike about it is just what they don't tell you. Like you said, they don't tell you, like, you really don't get off. Like, I went to sleep at 5 a.m. and was back up at 9 today. Some days are long. Sometimes I'm tired. Sometimes I'm depressed. I make sure mental health is very important. I have a therapist to make sure that I get through, whatever I'm going through mentally. I make sure I have a very strong circle. Definitely have to give a shout out to a lot of my tribe that's here tonight. The main person here, talented, is my mom, Alexis, Tiffany, so many people, Claudette, my auntie Claudette, like everybody's, that tribe is very important. But I would say too, like the mental marathon that you go through as an entrepreneur, that people don't tell you, it ebbs and flows, and that's just a part of the process. It's not fun, it's ugly. Sometimes you feel ashamed, sometimes you feel silly about going after something that you just don't even see physically the success of it, but you're putting in so much energy for it, and you're like, I should have $1 million by now. Like, it's and for me too, it's also like, the Kanye West line, like, I was having nervous breakdowns, like, damn, these niggas that much better than me. Like, you feel like that, and you see people who don't, it looks like overnight success, and they may have more followers or more, money, or appear to have more money, and you feel like, I really, really care about this. This is cool. This is what people should be rocking with. And that part is the tough part that I don't like, but I also too, I'm learning to trust the process and learning that it's just all a part of the journey. And ironically, some advice that came from the old president of iHeart,
Brian,
he said something about the sales cycle. He was like, it's a circle. And he was like, you're up
and then you come down, you hit your low point, and you're back up again. And I keep that in mind because when I hit those really dark points, literally like the sunshine comes the next day. So I'm like, okay, it's almost now I kind of rejoice in it a little bit because I'm like, okay, something good is going to happen. And it's just more so tricking your mind to get to accept that. So that's like the rough part of it, but I accept it all. Like this is what I signed up for.
That's what's up. Well said, right?
You taught me a lot too as an entrepreneur. Like watching you over the years, I definitely got to give you your props for that because
the thing is, you never stop learning, right?
Yeah, never.
You never stop learning. I like to, when I do the interviews, I do interviews for a living. New style I brought in, and I definitely want to do here with you tonight is give people their roses, their gold roses, while I have the opportunity to do it. And I must say, like with Hilo, from my own experience, if I've never told you before, it really does a lot for me because, we're busy in our day. And if you're not a part of the, let's just say the government news cycle or certain news cycles, I won't be able to really tap into it the way I would like to. And Hilo, it delivers it to me. And like you said, in such a way where I can really connect with it. I remember I used to get my news from Comedy Central. I'm being real because, like Trevor Noah, exactly, because it just wasn't so serious, but it's still delivering the same news. So, I kind of look at Hilo in that same lens as like, right, I do. It's like it's for me, you know what I mean? And I even share it, I send it to other people, and it's really good. And when you talk about hyper local, you've done a really good job of being hyper local. When I'm able to see some people that I've probably had a chance to interview, and then now I see, you interviewing them or you giving them some light, like we're struggling, a lot of us here, trying to be entrepreneurs or in our businesses and stuff like that. We always need help, and any little help helps, right?
Yeah.
So Hilo provides that as well. It's like a community within a community, if that makes sense. So I just want to give you your props on, deciding to follow your heart and doing that. And then knowing that what you're doing, what it's doing for others, you know what I mean, is really special. So, cheers to you.
Don't make me cry,
All right, I'll move on. So when you talk about local, hyper local, what does local mean to you?
To me, local, it's like that's home. It's familiar. To me, like I had Lorna's in there. It's like being able to go in there and people. You have a drink with them. You may go in there solo, but you're gonna still end up with a group of people. It's coming here. It's coming to it could be the MLK parade. It could be going to an event at the stadium in Carroll City. It could be going somewhere in Broward County. Yes. It could be, for me, that's a local. Also, too, what's important for me with Hilo News and how I share our local, I feel like the vision of Miami when you're not from Miami is that we don't exist. And there are a million people between the county lines from Palm Beach to Florida City. There are a million beautiful Black people living in South Florida, and we're very much a strong part of this community. And so for me, like that's local. Going to Piran, going to Richmond Heights, going, like I said, Liberty City, Carroll City, Miramar, Pembroke Pines, Lauderhill, like that's my local. And so for me, it's not even to exclude those other places. I just feel like we don't get enough shine and attention. So like, though, that's my local, that's my home.
And we appreciate your local. Another thing I want to highlight that you mentioned, that you have a team of all Black women. And I've been.
Yes, some of them in here tonight. Hey.
Ladies.
Tiffany. Hey.
So something I've been noticing too, because I operate in that space as well. I just feel that women are a lot more loyal than men. They work harder than men. But we know that the connotations have been there over the years that Black women can't work together. Black women, they jealous of each other. And I've seen, whether that's true or not, I haven't investigated that, but I've seen over the last, I would say, quite a few years now, Black women specifically coming together and doing some amazing things. And remember, I would talk to you about, I started seeing it with Megan Thee Stallion. Before it used to be like only one black female could be like the top rapper, right? It was either Nicki Minaj or Little Kim and Cardi B, and they were all bicker. And then I noticed when Megan Thee Stallion came out, she was inviting. She would do stuff with Lizzo. She started working with all the women, and it changed. It's like no longer that. Okay, Doja Cat's up right now. Cool. And then Megan, and then this, and then, so I've been noticing the trend of, black women working together and doing amazing things. So you speaking about having a team of all black women, can you speak about your experience with black women and working with them?
Man, black women, oh my gosh, superheroes. Come on now. Superheroes. I think, to me, I always tell people when they say that, I say black women put me on. It's like starting from my grandma, my mom, my aunties, like watching them. Like my connection to politics is watching my mom and my grandma, like they would walk to the polls because that's how important it was to them to vote and to be a part of that process. And even like when I got my start in journalism, Audra Birch from the Miami Herald, Nadege Green, so many women, Yvette Harris, Suzanne McDowell. Like when I was an intern, these women put me on. They would give me stories. They would give me opportunities. They would give me advice. They're still there. Even in the amazing black women that are here tonight, like, you guys, I don't see that. And when people said that, I'm like, maybe that exists, but that just hasn't been my reality. And honestly, I don't think that ever's been the reality. I think, like I said, we didn't own the media, so they pick and choose what they want the world to see of us. But I think now with the internet and people being able to take control of the narrative, we're able to see that we actually do work together. We've always worked together. And to me, it wasn't even by choice. It's not like I'm biased and, I only wanted to work with black women. That's what came and supported me. And even like, Joy with Miami 360 app, she's here, Danielle Jeter, so many people are here. These women, they have businesses and we'll just reach out to each other, like, and be like, hey, you need help, you need to do this, you want to do that. Like, I just think that's just black women. Like I feel like that's cultural in us to help each other. And I'm actually glad that now the narrative is shifting. And like you said, from hip hop to business to community, like, we're like, nah, we're gonna do this. Like, we don't care what they say. We're gonna help each other. It's not, Tiffany, what you say is collaboration, not competition. Like, let's help each other. And I think we've always been doing that. And I think it's very important to keep pushing that narrative forward because I think it just breaks down those stereotypes.
Excellent. Let's talk money. You have some big plans. I saw on the video you plan to expand, which means you're gonna have to hire people. You have a lot of great ideas, and of course, we need money enabled to to enable these ideas. So, what's the plan to be able to fund all these amazing ideas? I know we're here at a fundraiser now, but give me a little bit more detail, or give the audience a little more detail about your vision and what you'd like to see and accomplish, if you get the proper funding.
Yeah, for me, fine-tuning the business model has been the main thing, and it's taken pivots over the years. I think someone mentioned to me tonight, one of the men tonight, we were talking about business, and that's what it's about. And so right now for us, our revenue model is going to be based on, of course, ad sales and sponsorships, but also introducing our membership program, which is functions like a subscription service. But for right now, we're building the infrastructure. So we're crowdfunding to improve our technology and our user experience so we could build out our membership program. And so for us, the membership program will work in a way where, you'll get exclusive content. You'll see it first, but we also are partnering with local businesses so that you could get discounts or perks for being a member. And we actually have businesses who are ready to be a part of that program. We just need to build out the infrastructure. So to me, Hilo News operates like a social enterprise. Even though we're for profit, we're mission driven. And so that's why we're doing our crowdfunding campaign and reaching out to the community to help us build that out. And so for me, that's what it is right now, like fine tuning that, building out that revenue model. And then also too, once we get that working, then I want to duplicate that and expand to different markets and just keep duplicating that model. And for me right now, it's just funding, like whether that's crowdfunding, VC funding, investments. Like for us is, just going after that so we could build that out. And I think that once we have the proper funding, you'll be able to really see what we could do. We actually were awarded a really big grant last year that helped us to bring on the team members that you saw and to expand. I think once we get that infrastructure in place, we can really be a real player in the market, in the media game. And so I think a lot of people just thought it was like, oh, like what is Hilo? Like, is it a magazine? Is it a newspaper? It's digital, it's a digital blog, it's a news site. And I always say, I want to be like the Knight brothers, who own initially started the Miami Herald. They have the Bradenton Herald and all these papers across the country. That's what I want Hilo News to be. I want us to be in different markets across the country, like the Knight brothers. I want to be the Black woman Knight brothers.
That's what's up. Black Knight, yeah.
Knight, yes.
Right?
Who that is, Melissa?
We getting all kind of bonuses up in here tonight from the audience. Listen, this is a great presentation. I'm excited for the future of Hilo. It's something I would pay for. So when you talk about subscribing, that's how they do now. They give you something for free, put a little taste in your mouth, and then once you bite at it, it's like, all right, you can hold this for 12 a month, you know what I mean? So, I think it'll work. I think the plan will work. I think you're really onto something, and I'm very excited. And, obviously I want to put my money where my mouth is as well. So, I definitely want to contribute to Hilo. I want to see it grow. So you could definitely count on my support. And I'm sure if anybody out there right now wants to share a similar expression of support, not necessarily amount, but if you know that you're going to support Hilo, just make some noise up in here.
Thank you. You can go to hilonewsmiami.com. You can be able to donate. We can talk about it, have a conversation, but thank you. And I also too want to give you your flowers. Thank you for, investing in me and helping me in this game. I really appreciate it. For you to be a veteran and to work with people who are unknown or give them a chance, like it really means a lot. And for me, it was really important for us to have this conversation. Like I didn't want to have this interview with anybody else because I know like you get it and you understand, but I also too know that you respect my brand and the vision that I have. So I really appreciate you.
I absolutely do, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
So that ends the podcast portion of this. If there's any last things you'd like to say or mention or comment on, or let the audience know.
Yeah. Thank you guys again for coming out. I appreciate y'all so much. I have no idea. This is like a dream come true for me to be able to do this. This is our first official Hilo News event. So hopefully you guys will see. Well, you guys will see more. You guys were telling me to speak it. You guys can follow us on all social media platforms at Hilo News. Go to the website, subscribe to our newsletter. How you can support, like, share, tell people what we're doing, why we're doing it, why it matters. And just, keep liking the comments, liking and commenting on social media and sharing. It goes a long way. And I just want to say thank you so much for taking time out of your busy night on a Tuesday to come out and support, Black media and learning more about it. Like you guys are superstars to me. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Give everybody the website one more time so they can have it in their brain.
HiloNewsMiami.com is on the screen so you can see it. HiloNewsMiami.com. It's in the link in all our bios on our social media. Our crowdfunding campaign is there. There's a pop-up. So HiloNewsMiami.com.
I want to say thank you, special thanks to Munch, Tantas, a lovely bartenders here, our DJ, Super Dre, and a wonderful thank you for all our guests here tonight. I hope you enjoyed being here with us tonight. Give yourselves a round of applause. Everybody looks so beautiful tonight.
Thank you, sponsors. Boda's Catering. The food is welcome. Puro Bar and Lounge, sponsor. Yvette Harris PR. All Like Minds Media, Munch, Lashbox, by DR. Like all of our sponsors, special thank you to you. Without you, this couldn't have happened tonight. So I really appreciate you guys.
All
All
right.
local Black-owned businesses. Thank you.
Sorry. Technical difficulties, we're live, that happens. But I want to say thank you guys for tuning in today. Please be sure to like and share this video, share it with your network, help us get our vision and our mission out there to the community. This is actually my first time actually reaching out to my network and letting people know what we do, why we do it, how I got started. So this has been pretty cool for me to be able to share my story, because I've just been so interested in sharing your stories. But I know that without your support, we can't continue and we can't grow and scale to the heights that I want us to. So like I said, I really, really appreciate your support. Our crowdfunding campaign is still going until Monday. That's the last day. So please help us reach our goal. Every little bit counts. Even if you can't donate right now, just like, share, comment, help us get the algorithm and engagement going so more people can see it. Every little thing, every way that you can support helps us as we continue to do this work of sharing stories of Black and brown millennials in South Florida, and just Black and brown people in general in South Florida. Black-owned media, we're advocates, we're gatekeepers of our community. And so the work that we do is so important, and I really appreciate you guys for supporting us so much. Information to donate is there on the bottom of the screen. You go to hilonewsmiami.com and make a donation. Also, too, we noticed throughout our campaign run, through our crowdfunding campaign, some people wanted to donate different ways. So that's why we have up our Cash App and our Zelle and our Venmo and our PayPal. If it's easier for you to donate that way, it all goes to the business account. So just we wanted to make it as easy as possible for people to donate. Again, thank you so much for tuning in today. Special thanks to Papa Keith and our sponsors for the event that we hosted at Puro Bar and Lounge. Be sure to be on the lookout for future events that we'll be hosting. You guys stay tuned for that. We'll definitely be doing more events in the market, so we could touch y'all and feel y'all and have that in-person connection post-COVID, in this post-COVID world. So again, thank y'all. Also, too, as we close out this video, I'm going to be showing all the pictures from all the amazing people who attended our event and pictures from the event. So stay tuned and you guys can watch that. Thank you guys. I'll see you soon.